So synthetic division is just like long division, but it's a shortcut. So long division will always work, but if you notice a certain format, then you can take it upon yourself to take this easier method. So when should you use synthetic division? You should use it when the divisor, so that's the number that we're dividing by, that's like the second part, okay, these ones, does not have a coefficient or an exponent on the variable. And I thought that was going to wrap text, and it didn't. So hold on. So, for example, something like x plus 5 to the first power, it has no number in front of it. X minus 3 is just x, okay, and then plus or minus a number. When should you not? Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. You should not use it when it's anything other than that, when it's like super complicated. So when you're dividing by 3x plus 2, that 3x, not good news. If you're dividing by x squared plus 2x plus 5, don't even think about it. Go straight to long division. If you're dividing by x squared minus 1, forget about it, alright? Don't do any of these complicatedness messes using synthetic division. Do long division, okay? It'll work all the time. Only use it on the simple ones, okay? So let's go to the example. Use synthetic division to find each quotient, show your work, write your answer, and make number 1. So when you're setting this up, what you're going to do is you're going to take this sign and you're going to flip it. Flip the sign. So hard. Alright. So instead of x plus 2, we're going to look at negative 2. And what you do is, so you write this, and then you take the coefficients of all the next terms. So there's an invisible 1 in front of this. So let's make a little line. And let me use a different color. That way we know what we're talking about. There's a 1 in front of that, so it's going to be 1. The negative 1 in front of the x squared, so we're going to put a negative 1. You're going to want to space these out just a little bit so you know they're separate numbers. So 4, so we're going to have a little space, and then 4, and then we have 6. And so we're going to have a little space, and then 6. We're going to draw a line, so we're going to leave space for another row of numbers, and then we're going to go across. So it's kind of like an upside down of the normal divisible sign that we're using. Alright. So what we do is we bring this number down first, and we have a 1. Okay. And then we multiply these two numbers. So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Okay. Then you combine these. So you're going to like combine this and put it here. So negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. Okay. Then you multiply. Well, negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Combine these 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 times negative 2 is negative 20. 6 minus 20 is negative 14. So now you're probably like, well, okay, what do these numbers mean? If you start off with your leading term as x cubed, your answer is going to be 1 less. So you're going to start off at x squared. So this is 1 x squared minus 3x plus 10, the constant, and then minus 14 is your remainder. So your answer will be x squared minus 3x plus 10. You could say plus with a negative, or I'm just going to say minus 14 over x plus 2. That's so much easier, right? It's just like a lot shorter steps. So let's do it again. X minus 5, we're going to change it to a plus. So we're going to have positive 5. This is an invisible 1. Minus 6. Notice our next term should be x to the first power. There isn't one. So we're going to hold its place with a 0. And then our constant 10. Bring this down. 1 times 5 is 5. Negative 6 plus 5 is negative 1. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Anything plus 0 is itself. Negative 5 times positive 5 is negative 25. So bad, I'm sorry. 10 minus 25 is negative 15. Alright, let's fill it in. We started at x cubed, so we're going to go with x squared. X, constant, remainder. So x squared minus x minus 5 minus 15 over x minus 5. Okay, cool. Okay. Do it again. Negative 2 is going to become positive 2. We're going to have 2. This starts off with a 2. Minus 5. Minus 4. Plus 12. Okay. Bring the 2 down. Two times 2 is 4. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. Negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. Oh, yay, look, these cancel. So we have a 0 right here. So fortunately, on this one, there is no remainder, right? We started with x cubed, so we're going to go with x squared. X constant remainder. Boom, we don't have one. How exciting. So our answer is going to be 2x cubed minus x minus 6. Yay! Oh, squared, squared, squared. Don't let me lie to you. So sorry. That looks like a 3, but it was a 2 connecting with my x. Acts like you didn't see it. Okay. One more example. All right. This looks like a long one. So just strap in. All right. This plus 1 is going to become a minus 1. So negative 1 minus 5 minus 2 0. We don't have an x cubed plus 32 minus 48 and plus 32 again. Okay, not to do, just to write. Okay. Make sure you leave some space for your answers or for your work. All right. Bring this negative 5 down. Negative times negative makes positive, so this is positive 5. Negative 2 plus 5 is positive 3. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. 0 and anything is just itself. Negative 3 times negative 1 is positive. 32 plus 3 is 35. 35 is going to be negative 35. These are both negative, so we combine them to make a larger negative. So 48 plus 35 is going to be negative 83. Going to be positive 83 now. And that equals 115. Alright? So we started off with the 5th power, so we go down 1 to the 4th power. Negative 5x to the 4th. Plus 3x cubed minus 3x squared plus 35x minus 83 plus 115 divided by x plus 1. And this, my darlings, is your answer. I am not going to rewrite that. Yay! Let me know if you have any questions. Google Classroom, email.